Thank you for joining us at Radio Free New Hampshire for our ongoing series on the Mossberg Maverick 88. Today we will be replacing the stock with the ATI Shotforce top folding shotgun stock and adding the Shotforce Shell Holder. As with any firearm, always make sure that the firearm has been cleared, that it does not contain any live rounds prior to handling it or working with it. The first step in the process is to remove the existing stock. Earlier in this series I installed an ATI Shotforce Sidefolding Stock. I will be using a 1/4 inch Allen wrench to remove the stock. The Sidefolding Stock is exceptionally well made and has a thick recoil pad, an adjustable cheek rest, and is telescoping to allow for the best fit for different shooters and positions. My only criticism of the Sidefolding Stock by ATI is that the button that allows it to fold somewhat obstructed the grip and also limited access to the slide release lever. Here you can see how to remove the original stock by using a Phillips head screwdriver and a 1/2 inch socket with extension. First, remove the recoil pad from the butt of the stock. Then, using the socket and extension, remove the bolt that holds the stock to the receiver. This first package contains the Shotforce Shell Holder. We will be setting that aside for now. The Shotforce top folding stock package contains the instructions: folding stock main support, TFS grip assembly, a package containing grip adapters for different manufacturers, the folding stock rear rest, the large TFS pin, the small TFS pin, and related bolts and washers, and a bag containing the bolts and washers for fixing the stock to the firearm's receiver. The kit includes bolts and adapters for different manufacturers. Today we will be setting aside the longer bolts and using the bolt and washers for the Mossberg. The grip adapters are for the Remington and the Winchester. The Mossberg does not require an adapter. Our next step is to attach the rear rest to the main support. Insert the smaller end of the main support into the receiving end of the rear rest. Be sure to align the holes perfectly for ease and insert the small TFS pin from the right-hand side. Make certain that the pin goes all the way through and is flush. Next, we will be attaching the grip to the support. You will need to find the detent pin and depress it in order to insert it fully. Again, line up the holes perfectly and lock the detent pin into place. Before inserting the large TFS pin, determine which side you will want your sling stud to attach on. It will be on the opposite side from which you install the large TFS pin. Push or tap the large TFS pin into place and make sure that the ends are flush before proceeding. Next, we will attach the screw and washer to the small TFS pin. Insert the screw and washer into the hole on the small end of the pin, and using an Allen wrench to hold the pin in place, tighten the screw into place, being sure to allow for movement of the rear rest. My ATI kit arrived without the small washer, but I was able to find a suitable temporary replacement in my personal kit. I reached out to ATI and they sent out the missing piece without any complications. Next, we will be using the screw with the sling stud and the corresponding washer to lock the large TFS pin into place. Snug in the threaded stud with your fingers, and then, using a wrench, tighten the stud into place, securing the large TFS pin and grip. Next, we will attach the stock to the firearm itself. If you are working with a Remington or a Winchester, you will need the appropriate grip adapter and the longer bolts that correspond to that firearm. For the Mossberg Maverick or 500, we will not use any adapter. Fold the stock for easiest access. The red dot sight on this firearm stops the stock from folding completely. Seat the stock firmly on the receiver. Select the bolt and add the washers with the split or lock washer sliding onto the bolt first, and the flat washer on second. You will want the flat washer against the plastic in the grip and the split or lock washer against the head of the bolt. Holding the assembly together firmly, slide the bolt and washers into place and tighten them firmly using a 1/4 inch Allen wrench. You can add Loctite to the threads of the bolt at this time if you wish, which will help to keep everything in place. If you are not adding the shell holder, congratulations, you have completed the installation of the Shotforce top folding stock. You will see 6 screw holes on the bottom of the rear main support of the stock. These line up perfectly with the Shotforce Shell Holder. The shell holder package contains the instructions, the shell holder itself, and a package with 6 screws. There is a template on the instructions for drilling holes if you are installing the holder on a stock or surface other than the Shotforce by ATI. I started by placing a screw into a hole on the holder and then lining up the tip of the screw with a hole in the stock. I added the remaining screws and was very satisfied with the snug fit and ease of installation. Please like this video and subscribe. You can find links to various products for the Maverick 88 in the comments. Remember that hinge on the side folding stock that obstructed the grip and slide release? The top folding stock has no such obstruction and provides perfect access to the side release and excellent alignment with the trigger. At the bottom of your screen you can see the original Maverick 88 before any modifications were made. The major mods so far include the shortened barrel and extended magazine, Picatinny rail and detachable red dot sight, and the folding stock with sling stud and shell holder. Thank you again for joining us at Radio Free New Hampshire for our ongoing series on the Mossberg Maverick 88.